I was talking to a friend earlier today about Jiu-Jitsu, and he's going through some stuff, and I recommended that maybe he should try Jiu-Jitsu. And I started to explain the mental health benefits, the emotional benefits, the problem solving, and all the stuff that goes with Jiu-Jitsu. And he asked me, why and how is it so magical? And I said, it's humbling. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done, and I think that's why I love it so much. And I had to explain. I said, when you're put into a situation, a difficult situation, a hard to win or damn it unbeatable situation, because chances of me beating the black belt are pretty much not going to happen, at least not anytime in the next 10 years. But I said, being put in these difficult situations, these challenging situations, these claustrophobic situations where you're in a physical, confining or difficult or tight predicament, if you will, and you have to kind of think and strategize your way out, or you have to become comfortable in this discomfort, I guess. And I said, it translates to other areas of your life where my problem solving has gotten better. My time, my peace, my, I don't know, my fuse, if you will, before I get angry has gotten longer because I think that it's harder to get a rise out of me, I guess. Maybe I'm calmer now because of jiu-jitsu. And I wasn't some big angry bear, before. I think I was pretty well under control before. But we're talking about how difficult and unwinnable and how claustrophobic and how humbling it is to get tapped out by a guy half your size, And he was saying, well, it has to feel really good when you win. And I told him, I said, well, I rarely win. I don't even think about winning so much because it's not a matter of winning. It's a matter of getting better. And what do I mean by that? Now, I mentioned before I'm a fan of Gary Vee, and he talks about loving to lose. You have to learn to love to lose because that's part of the equation. That's the part of getting better. You can't get to success without failure. And when I lose, when I get beaten or something doesn't work, or I get surprised by something, I get to go back to the drawing board and I get to work through it. Like on Saturdays when I have my private lesson, usually what we'll do is we'll have a recap of how training went throughout the week. Did I run in anything that was challenging? Did I struggle with anything? Or we'll go over some of the things we talked about in class to make sure I understand it. But here's the beautiful part. There's a guy at my school, his name is Rob, and I love Rob. Rob is a big dude just like me, but he is much more fit than me. The dude is strong as a freaking ox. And so rolling with Rob is challenging because I have no physical advantage. I'm actually at a physical disadvantage with Rob. I don't have a size advantage. I have a weight advantage, but that don't matter much. And so Rob can get me and stop me and thwart me in ways that nobody else in the gym can, short of, the professors. And so last week, Saturday, when we had our private lesson, I came in and I talked to Professor Greg, that's my private lesson guy, and I said, hey dude, I was trying to get Rob and this didn't work and I'm frustrated because it usually works, and we kind of went back to the drawing board and dissected why what normally works on smaller guys or medium guys or, lighter guys doesn't work on a big guy. And it's my fault, of course. I wasn't doing something right, or I wasn't doing it to the best of my ability or to the full range of motion, whatever. And we got to dissect the problem. We got to analyze the problem, if you will, and we got to test some possible solutions. And now I'm better prepared for the next time I'm rolling against Rob. And that's nothing against Rob. I love Rob, and he's helping me get better. That's why I say losing is a gift, because losing against Rob last week helped me to get better working through it on Saturday with Greg. Jiu-Jitsu is one of the hardest things I've ever done, and I lose a million times more than I win, but the losing makes me better. That process of wanting to lose and being willing to lose and showing up every week and stepping on the mat, knowing you're going to be tired, knowing you're going to get gassed and whatever, you're going to lose, whether it's tired or not, okay? But knowing that it's going to be difficult and you still show up every day, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. It's a gift. And I think it's wonderful. And I don't want to sit here and wax poetic about jiu-jitsu, but just, like I said, my buddy's going through some stuff, and I was kind of talking to him and trying to help him get a new perspective. And I thought I would record this just to kind of say, hey, losing is a gift, because losing helps you get to the success. Losing helps you get to the win. But even if we don't get to the win anytime soon, I'm coming up on 2 years of jiu-jitsu, still a white belt, still losing. The lessons that we learn on the mat, both physically and also mentally, emotionally, problem solving, staying calm, all that stuff, is just making me a better all-around person. So, I don't know. I don't even know what to call this video. A love letter to jiu-jitsu. The blessing of being a big guy and still losing. I don't know. But that's just what was on my mind and I thought I'd share. So, let me know if you like losing. Let me know if jiu-jitsu has helped you in your journey, in your mental health, and your emotion, and your problem solving, and your self-control. I'm curious if anybody else, well, I know, because you click on Instagram or anything, and podcasts, everyone has been blessed with this gift of jiu-jitsu. My white belt, elbows tight, Josh McKinney. These guys talk about how wonderful jiu-jitsu has changed their lives. And so I don't really want to know, does it or has it? Because I'm sure everyone has a story. But if you feel like sharing one of those stories, go ahead and put it in the comments. Thanks.